Hey everyone, welcome to Berries and Blades. My name is Easy to Remember, and we're gonna play some D&D tonight. I forgot how I'm supposed to do this when I'm doing this with a group of people. I was thinking about starting a video or something, but yeah, we're here to play some D&D because it's Wednesday night. It's been a while. It's been like a month, so we'll try to remember together what happened last time. But yeah, I'm the DM for our adventures in Wildemount.
And I'm Meg, who plays Warzana, who is a warlock.
I'm Tyler, and I play Alanthor Suncrest, who is a Dragonborn Paladin.
Hi, I'm Jack, and on this National Alfred Hitchcock Day, I will be playing the half-elf bard, Ramian Dice.
Barbara, and I'm playing Lispel Crescendier, the Paladin Elf Wizard.
Is there any Alfred Hitchcock you would point us to that we should watch? Jack, are you actually a fan of Alfred Hitchcock?
You know it. While we were setting up, I was actually Googling what I'm going to watch tonight after this. I think my favorite is Rear Window. It feels the most, I don't know, not current. It just feels like something that would happen now is just someone staring out a window and getting all paranoid about the things they're watching outside. But yeah, I'm going to try something else tonight. Not sure what yet.
Nice. I feel like I always go back to The Birds, which I haven't watched in a long time. But that one like sticks with me. I've actually been to the place where they filmed some of that, which was cool. I think it's in Bodega Bay in California. Which is nice. But I actually need to watch more Alfred Hitchcock, I think. I think we should jump into trying to recount what happened last time. I have been thinking about this today, but though before we stream, or before getting ready for stream, thinking about how we use this as sort of our escapism from the real world. Like this is a nice place for us to come join and be with our friends and just hang out and kind of forget what's going on in the real world. And I say that as someone who's like very, I guess, just stressed by the stuff that's happening currently in the U.S. and the politics going on here. When we first started this, you might have seen us like share a lot of resources for different organizations, nonprofits that were helping, mutual aid organizations, whatever, to like help support those in need, whether that was because of poverty, because of like, bail funds that needed help. Like we used to do that all the time because we all want to support others. Like that's kind of like really important to all of us is helping each other out as much as we can. And I'm saying all this just because I feel like I couldn't come on here today and not say that like I'm incredibly like upset and outraged by what's happening right now with Mahmoud Khalil and being detained for apparently no actual legal reasons. It's like we're watching the erosion of the First Amendment right now in front of our very eyes. And like more people should be talking about it and speaking out about it and not being quiet. So I'm just saying I would encourage all of you to like look into it, pay attention to what's happening around you, because our First Amendment rights are kind of very important, and you should probably be reaching out to your senators or representatives, whoever, local or federal, and be calling for the release of someone who's improperly detained right now and like unconstitutionally detained. Like you should be thinking about that. And again, this is just something I'm saying, and I talked to the group before we talked, and I think again we are all just in general in favor of supporting others around you who need the help in whatever way, shape, or form. So like this is one of those moments where maybe you should be upset and you should be thinking about calling or emailing or whatever your representatives. And you can do that through like Action Network. Go look up like a letter if you need help writing a letter, or look up something like ResistBot. Go find petitions or letters that other people have written and just start there if you need something to work from. But you should be thinking about that. And with that, I'm going to go into our game so we can like forget about the real world for a little while and just play on our own. So appreciate you being here with us. And yeah, let's try to remember what we were doing a month ago now in this game, because our party of adventurers are currently in Zadash, sitting in a tavern, where they're here on a number of reasons, but the largest is they're looking for a place called Nightfang Spire. So they visited the Cobalt Soul recently and talked to their friend Erky, who is looking into a way to find where the Nightfang Spire is, and with a possible lead, they're figuring out if maybe they could get some help teleporting further east, to start towards a place called Gorvelis, which is very similar in description to this place called Nightfang Spire. All of that's in service of finding a dragon cult that is maybe potentially bringing back a fame or infamous dragon named Ashardalon. So while our group is waiting for that information or waiting for help or more information, they're spending the evening here and will possibly go on an adventure for the Cobalt Soul, to help them out a little bit, to show their appreciation, but also maybe earn a little gold or something in the process. What else is relevant that we should talk about before we get into this?
There was some kind of drama happening in this tavern, but Lisbel didn't really notice any of it, or
I know Raymond
have
got up to check with the bartender to see how things were going, and he was kind of squirrely. I think something was just about to happen when we
We
signed
sent
off.
drinks. We were gonna send drinks to those people in the corner.
And I sent Geldost over to listen in.
That's right. We ended up deciding if we wanted to put Kiwi up on the roof too.
Right.
Never decide.
Okay, so yeah, let's clarify that a little bit. So you saw some sort of strange interaction between a group of people who, looking on this map, you can see that group of people to the southwest, bottom left corner. That group of people approached the bartender, said some words. You weren't sure what it was, but Ramian saw and went to talk to the bartender. There's another group just off the screen, just to the north, that seemed to be watching them. Watching this group approach the bar. The bartender seems to say that they are potentially friends, they're allies, and we're just like sort of keeping a lookout. The other people, that bottom left group, seems to be some sort of protection racket for the bar. Which group were you gonna go look at? Where were you gonna send Geldost?
To the upper right-hand corner.
Okay. So
Just up to a rafter or something above. And I
Yep.
was going to start listening through his ears.
okay. Make a perception check.
What is Geldost's? His perception is 30. Ooh. 22. Good start.
Yeah, it's great. As you start to listen in, are you going to be repeating this stuff to the group like immediately? What's the rest of the group doing? Is like you see Forzana's eyes sort of just like, I guess you don't actually see Forzana's eyes in this instant at all. But you see her just sort of calmly sit and like relax into a state of absolute concentration. You can tell that, she said she was going to do this and she does this all the time. And she's just now like, everything else is blocked out as she's looking through Geldost and perceiving through Geldost. Is the rest of the table just like waiting, or are you talking amongst yourselves as this happens?
I was gonna send around to the other. You were spying on the table of the racketeers, or you were spying on the other table?
The upper right were the racketeers, right?
No, sorry, that was the good guys, but we
Oh.
can totally say you went to the bottom left.
Shoot. Yeah, bottom left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah,
going to
thank
send
you.
a round to the guys that were watching and ready to do something. I was going to send a round over to them.
Okay.
Be like, just like a friendly gesture, because they, if I remember correctly, they saw us, right? We kind of made weird eye contact with like.
They saw Ramian approach the bar and come back, and you were looking over at them whenever you saw him like have his hand on his sword, on his blade. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna send a round over to them.
Okay.
We didn't know how to awkwardly introduce ourselves, figure out what was going on here without being weird, so sending around was the best we thought.
Okay. You let someone know to send a round over, and they're working on that right now while Forzana begins to see through Gildast's eyes. You overhear this pretty casual conversation, recounting just what they were doing earlier in the day. But you hear, like, sort of interrupted in that one of the people sitting there says the name Dolan. You hear, Dolan, do you really think they're going to be okay? Or should we be doing something? And Dolan, who you responds,
Really fast. That's the people
Sorry, nope.
running the racket?
I forgot.
Okay.
You told me they switched, and then I totally forgot.
No, I said the wrong thing first.
I totally forgot that you switched, and you were 100% right.
Okay, we didn't hear the name Dolan.
You didn't. You might learn it anyway.
Scratch it from your notes, Barbara.
At that table, just so you know, what you see is this this gnome with curly hair and this big chin strap beard sitting there, who seems like very disheveled, and just like you hear them laughing at some joke that you just missed, and it's this very like deep but also wheezy laugh, like they're struggling to catch their breath. You see next to them this young half-elf girl who is dressed in all black, hood up, even in this place, and is kind of just like not paying attention to whatever the other two are having this conversation about. Sitting with them, you see a very large ogre, like 11-foot tall ogre, sitting at the table with them, who can barely fit on the bench that they're sitting on. You can see from this angle that they're wearing this like patchwork hide armor that's like it looks in disrepair, but it's clearly been in some shit at some point. And you can tell by looking at the ogre as he's sort of laughing off that joke that you just missed, that he's like got these teeth that are protruding from his mouth that are slightly broken and chipped in places. So this person has seen some stuff. You're not sure about what joke you missed, but you are now hearing them begin to talk amongst themselves about getting back and what excuse they're going to have for not having payment this time, and how much longer they can wait before they have to make a move and do something to get payment. Or they're still waiting on... you heard the name Lauren earlier, and you hear it again as they're like talking about waiting on Lauren to return and how they're only going to give it like another 30 more minutes.
Okay, I would be saying that out loud as I was hearing it kind of softly to the table because I also don't know if y'all are talking.
As you say all that and then you begin to listen again, you hear a little more detail in that you hear the name, the gentleman come across. And you hear one of them say, hold on, why is it not working? You hear Kara, the one who's like the more stoic and just sort of standoffish, say to the curly-haired gnome, the gentleman's really not going to be happy with this. We're not going back empty-handed this time.
I think a fight's gonna break out.
This is great.
Around this time, you see that the drinks are being taken over to the other table. And you see this shorter, thin man who has like graying hair. That, as nobly as they're dressed, their hair is very like unkempt. But they're wearing glasses, a little bit of stubble on their face. That, like I said, nice shirt tucked in, like he's like noble and presenting himself in a specific way, but the like other parts of his appearance don't match that. And that's who the bar owner that you met earlier goes to hand over drinks. And you can tell that they're looking over in your direction to signify like, oh, you sent these drinks over.
Oh wait,
And Dolan just gives you a nod. And
Dolan is Dolan's one of them that we. I mean, the one we don't know.
You don't know the name yet, but this guy seems to be the person in charge because he's the person the bartender went to. But he looks over at you and, you know, after looking over at you, raises the glass after they all have it and just begin to drink.
Sure, because they don't come over.
Ramian says, "We hope you enjoy those, friend." And then does one of these.
Just a one-word response. You just hear gladly. And just a smile, and then continuing to drink. Doesn't seem interested in any other pleasantries, but is happy for the drinks.
I mean, did we do that right?
Make
You know, people
What were you trying to do?
make an insight check for me.
make friends. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, quick. 18.
18.
Nice.
Incite foul.
That is Al's specialty. He's super insightful.
In just
On
judging
hints.
in judging this interaction, he seems happy enough, seems like pleasant enough, and truly grateful for the drinks. It doesn't necessarily seem like, I think you could take from this that that's like not uncommon for one reason or another. It's just another patron passing a patron, particularly him and his group, drinks, and it's like it's just another day for them.
You just get
Okay.
drinks all the time?
Okay, Ramian, I'm gonna say, tell us, friend, we're visiting through town. Any recommendations for this place?
Are you looking for trouble, or hoping to stay out of it.
We're not opposed to trouble. Do you have something in mind? Jovial.
Can I ask, or did you go over there, or are you like shouting across?
I'm working on my drunken guy character. I'm just like, "Wah!"
So this is just out loud, right?
Yeah.
I'm opposed to trouble.
He says, well, if you're looking for some, he hears that and says, well, if you're looking for, a fight, you could always look into the Victory Pit. It's not exactly trouble, but if you're looking to, test yourselves, you could always check that out.
I give Al a playful slap and go, the Victory Pit! That sounds like that could be fun.
We already fought and won the last place we went to with this.
This is true!
Just go to cities and fight.
Well, we are excellent fighters. When we have to, I suppose.
Well, if you're not looking for that, you could visit the Steam's Respite if you're looking for a nice, relaxing time. It's more of a spa type situation. Maybe that's a little more your speed.
Well, I mean, like, what about like trouble going on that we can help solve? We're pretty good at that.
Well, you could always check out the. You check out.
Are we
the,
shouting this?
Yeah.
Did we decide that right now?
Yeah. Yeah, you're shouting this across a few, probably 20 or 30 feet.
I imagine Vorzana ends like
have
looking
to.
through Gildas' eyes is like, whoa. It's like Al's yelling right next to her.
You could just go over there.
I don't know. I was following Ramian's lead. He's good at talking to people.
Oh wait, let me make sure that you're actually still showing up on stream, because you're not. Every time I switch screens, it's like doing something weird.
Incognito. Stealth check.
All right. I guess I can go over to the table.
Sure, yeah.
I'll wait. What is the table? What is the chair situation? Is it a chair?
There's a mixture of chairs and
Am I on a chair? I'll pick up my chair and carry it over to the table and put it down and sit down. Like, hello, friends.
And I'll stand behind him and put my hand on him like I'm trying to hold myself up because I'm pretending to be loud and drunk.
Yeah, you're on a chair, so both of you could pick up chairs and move them over to their table that has longer bench seating. I was just looking for the name of this place. You've heard about this before, so I'm not going to try to find it again, but he tells you that there is a mercenary board if you want to go check that out, if you're looking for paid work, if that's what you're here for.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
What do you guys do?
How much did you eat? Okay.
I pull it back a little bit. It wasn't as loud as that.
He looks at you and with a little bit of unsureness. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. A little unsure of what to make of you right now whenever you say it like that. Oh, and he's just like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, Doesn't answer your question.
I get that. So here's the thing. We're new in town, right? And I couldn't help noticing that there's some weird things going on in this bar with those guys in the corner. And you guys look like you're ready to help out or do something. What's up with that?
He hesitates for a moment.
You can trust us. We've killed 4 dragons.
And I'm not really drunk.
We're heroes. We're heroes too. Biggest cheesy smile.
Make a just a straight up charisma check for me.
For me?
I'm really glad you guys are letting
both
him
of you.
do all
Okay.
Both of you do it.
charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
While that's happening, Lisbel, are we gonna have to fight people on like either side of the room from us?
Yo! 19 and 18.
I don't. I don't want to.
What
Are
is
they-
going? Charisma bros
are-
right here.
Are they paying
Got the
attention to
riz.
that? Like the people that Keldost is watching, like, are they paying attention to?
Yeah, and
What?
I'll say this is a continuation. If Warzana like goes back into that look, that group is beginning to. They are hearing this conversation and they're paying attention to it very clearly, quietly for the moment, like silently just watching the exchange. And then you hear them say like, "We really don't need this sort of attention at the moment."
Bell tries to slyly turn towards Ramian and Al and give them a thumbs up. If Warzana is repeating what the other
Yeah,
table
I
is
would
saying.
be. Yeah, I would be.
I don't know if I picked that up because I'm still cheesy smile.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's like everybody's
also-
doing thumbs up right now.
And with that and with those charisma rolls, it's like adventurers and heroes, you say? I mean, I believe you and I appreciate. Come a little closer and sit for a moment.
we are
I-
sitting.
I get I wasn't, but I get a seat. And I again whisper, again, I'm not really drunk, just playing, or just pretending for cover.
You were
And
pretending this whole time?
Shh.
You're really good at this.
And then I sit down.
You're really good
Okay,
at
what's
this.
Thank you. What's up?
I
Look annoyed with me.
I'd rather not. He whispers this to you. It's not whispered, but quieter. I'd really rather you not be involved. We definitely don't. I appreciate the concern and the attention, but we don't need any extra. We don't need a fight to break out today. Hopefully everything.
We don't want
Could you-
one either.
Could you tell me who you guys are? Like, I'm very confused. If I was to break out, I have no idea what was happening.
I can't really say that. I should say my name is Dolan.
Hey, Dolan. I'm Al.
Ramian.
Yeah, he looked in your direction, waiting for you to speak, Ramian, and says, "Look, we just look out for our own and make sure things run smoothly around here. We don't ask anything of the people for protection or anything, but Zadash is very troubled at times. And Red Brand doesn't really seem to care too much about certain parts of the city. So we just make sure things are taken care of. That's all."
When you say our own, do you mean like bars? Or like
He sort of chuckles at that
People?
a little bit. People.
who's-
Just people. Those that the Red Brand forgets about, the Empire doesn't care for.
Yeah, I mean, we do that too. We just came from a dwarven mind that like had a bunch of stuff in it, and we clear that out for the people. So like, we're totally down helping people. We'd love to help people.
But if y'all don't want any help right now, we get it. But we'll be in town for a little bit. And if you do need something, just let us know.
Pete nods at you and says, I do appreciate it. You're clearly new around here. If something were to come up, I'll keep it in mind. But
If a fight does break out, other people.
Yeah. Can you tell us who they are? But I don't point to them.
I do,
At
but
the
I point
end.
I'm facing backwards, so like those guys.
let's break from that then for just a moment. As Sana is still watching, and the half-elf woman over there, you can tell that she's like pissed at whatever's happening right now. That's the first thing you notice. She just sort of looks down, puts her head in her hands. It's like, I can't fucking believe this. Like,
Oh, Homeguard's pissed.
Yeah.
and with Ramian and Al, he says that those are members of the Myriad. Not really just a local gang, but that's the local contingent of the gang. They, they also say they protect the people, but it comes at a cost and, an unfair tax upon most. They're run by some guy named the Gentleman who seems to think that for some reason he thinks he's owed a little something extra for anyone who operates in Zadash. He has those he reports to, but they never come around here. So as far as everyone around here is concerned, the Gentleman is the guy. He's trouble, is what he is. So maybe stay away from them and the Myriad.
Okay. I'm gonna pat Al on the shoulder and then start walking back to the table. I don't know if you want to stay, but I'm gonna go walk back over there. Oh, you're mute. You're mute.
You're muted, Al. Tyler.
I was just like, is there like a keyword in case stuff's going down? That we could like, I'll summon my moose. We'll be ready to go.
He,
I just want to make sure the most innocents are protected. That's the most important part, because that's what heroes do.
Is Kiwi out right now? Like, is Kiwi like?
No.
Okay.
I think I vamped her away when we first walked into the city. I don't think I'm walking around Urki's house the Cobalt Soul with my moose out. That sounds weird. That's a phrase I probably shouldn't say online.
He asks, well, what's the he chuckles at what you said, but asks like, what's the moose's name?
Her name's Kiwi.
Then that'll be the word. If somehow something happens and we need your help, we'll call for Kiwi.
How long does that take? Instantaneous. Great. Great. Sounds great.
Huzzah! We'll be over there. Good meeting you, Dolan.
Yeah. Enjoy the drinks.
Thanks again. And he takes another sip. The other two people with him have just like stayed quiet and sort of out of the way of this conversation.
Oh my gosh, how rude.
And as you get up and just walk away back to the table.
Is this the stage right here?
Let me see.
Like to the left of them?
Oops.
Or is that another table?
It is to the left of them is Zick. Yeah, the corner of the room, top left is that is a bard up there playing right now.
Are they good?
Roll a d20 for me.
$13.
They are pretty good. Like your oh wait, I hate how Discord keeps getting hidden in your pictures. Just go away. The bard that I chose had a +2, so it's a nice. It seems pretty nice. They are. I don't think you would find anything to like pick apart from their playing. Like you're enjoying it as you're listening. They seem to be. They have an interesting style in that they're playing a lute, and they are not just strumming the lute. They are like using both hands to sort of do this like percussive thing on it, and like tapping the frets in a strange way that's like kind of complicated. I don't know that you've ever played a lute in that way. They seem pretty talented.
Okay, I drop 5 pieces of copper and then head back to the table.
Okay.
Onto the stage. Give him a thumbs up.
They
and go ahead.
They look down at you as you like do that, and they smile and give you a nice wink.
I mouth, I got my eye on you. I play the lute too. Thumbs up. And then I go back to the table.
The smile and the wink turn to sort of like a unsure, like confusion on their face. You two return to the table. Vorzana, are you still listening?
Yeah, I would be.
Okay.
I feel like the table or something move, I'll probably stop, like, as they come back or something, but otherwise, I'd be listening in.
After you saw that, like, expression of sort of disgust and anger and being clearly upset, you hear the conversation between them, like, if you want to take off, we can just take off. We can come back tomorrow. And the ogre in a very deep voice is like, I don't want to do that. We might as well just take what we're owed. Lauren will be here soon enough. And the tone is like a little bit like very assured, but like that this is common and they just gotta wait. Like, just waiting for Lauren. Everything will be okay because Lauren will pay. She always pays.
Is Lauren the barkeeper?
You were told that they were like part owner.
Okay. What is the bar? The one we ordered drink, Grammy, and talked to? What was that name?
It's a good question. I have it written down though. Clive? No. Is that true? No. Why do I have this? It's neither of those two names. Because you're not there. Wessick.
Wesley?
Wessick. Wessick. Wessick.
Is he at the bar?
He is at the bar. He was the person who greeted you. You also, he probably said that he's like co-owner with Lauren.
Got it.
And this is, just so you remember, this is like a dragonborn as well, who's like a larger stout. Like a rounder dragonborn, like just as
More
tall as you.
rotund, I
Yeah,
might say.
yeah.
I'm gonna lean into Lisbeth and be like, yo, Lisbeth, stuff's about to go down in this bar. So be ready. If they say Kiwi and Kiwi pops up, throw down. But I'm those guys, because those guys are the bad guys.
Okay. Well, for Zana's been listening, and they have been saying like they don't want to deal with this kind of attention right now, and they'll just wait.
Okay, so the big one just said that he wants to stick around and wait for Lauren. The other
Or is that
one's
just reading, like,
annoyed.
just still, like, thinking, just like reading out loud, or like having conversations, like, oh shoot, where's Alice talking?
Kind of like
Okay,
eyes are
conversation.
glazed over. I can't hear you. I can't see you. So I don't know
Oh.
when y'all are talking. I'm
Can I?
just
Is it
talking.
possible to minor illusion her eyes to look at us, or is that would that be even a
Different
worse
ways.
idea? To like make them dart back and forth and blink, or would that be even worse and more conspicuous?
Try it. Let's find out.
Sounds great.
Do it and make
Does anyone have glasses?
make a performance check.
Sure, why not?
Zana, while that's happening, you hear the gnome sitting with them.
Oh shit!
Just say, fuck it, let's just go. I don't want to deal with this. Like seriously,
Oh,
let's just.
might be
leave.
leaving. I think they're leaving. One of them wants to leave.
Kara, this really isn't worth it. Like we could just go. We could even just come back later after this place clears out. It's still early.
No. But they're gonna come back later or tomorrow.
I'm gonna go over to the bar. And is Wessick there?
Oh, Wessick is there. Before we get to that, think about what you're gonna say. What is Ramian doing? How was
Oh,
it?
Ramian rolled a 1.
Oh no.
But I got it plus 10.
How does
Double
this?
1.
I'm trying to think how this goes poorly because it's a minor illusion. It's cantrip. It's easy enough to do, but it's also like this definitely is going to make it worse. It's not even that worse. It's just it's very odd looking in the way that it looks because these are illusory, right? Like this is this transparent image over her eyes and you can't move it, so like every time she's moving there's like this after image of her eyes in place.
But I guess she's not looking at them, so it was totally pointless.
Yeah,
right?
so this is just mostly your table who's seeing this, and with a nat 20 with a nat 20 there's this person who also walks by who like looks over and sees this strange pair of illusory eyes like floating in the middle of the table, and looks concerned for a moment, but
Oh, hey, eyeballs.
nice. But just sort of turns their head away immediately as they like see this, and you can tell they're like disturbed by it, but just keep walking. All right, Al, what do you got?
Oh, I was just gonna walk over.
Yep.
I was gonna walk over to the bar and say quite loudly, Wessick, keep them lemonades coming. He has lemonades, right?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
not
yeah.
imagining this?
I think
Keep these lemonades coming. I'm gonna be here all night. Just really loud. You don't close, right?
yeah, he's like, you got it. I'll make sure they're fresh.
Oh, I'm gonna stay right here. Get them as fresh as they can.
I suddenly want to make like a bachelor party sash and put it on one of us.
Yeah, he turns around, walks to the kitchen, comes back right away, has another for you.
Keep them coming.
Let me check to see if the table like actually overheard Al being really
Dang it, if they
loud.
don't, this can drink so much lemonade and be sugar high Al for a while. Actually, this is like good lemonade. Oh, sorry.
They definitely heard.
It's lemonade.
I know, but is it like state fair lemonade? You know, like that one, or is it lemonade like Minute Maid that I found in my cabinet and
It's
sugar?
it's good.
post-
It's,
A light.
It's like a post 2-week journey lemonade. It's fine.
it is a post 2-week journey lemonade, but it's fresh as you're going to get here, right? It's from the coast. It's nice lemons. Like, it's what they do. They definitely heard you. And you hear again, seriously, Kara, let's just go. It's not worth it today. We'll deal with the gentleman. He's gonna be unhappy, but let's just go. And Kara like looks again upset, and it's like they sigh, and all right, let's do it. Let's get out of here.
Success.
They get up and they begin to walk away. And I will make that happen as soon as I get to that map again.
I'm gonna start looking through Gildas' eyes. See these two eyes right in front of me. What happened?
Oh, that's me. My bad. I was trying something.
Okay.
You didn't have eyes. It
Did
was
it
off.
work?
No,
Oh.
but I think we're okay.
Yeah, they all leave. They walk out the front door, gone. Seems whatever you
Yeah.
did worked.
I'll look over at Dornick and be like,
Oh, and I do another one of these. Ah.
They did say they'll
And-
come back tomorrow.
Oh yeah, let him know.
poop.
Oh, let him know.
Me? I'm not even at the table. I don't think I heard that.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, Al's at the
I'm
bar
so-
like 15 feet, 20 feet away from y'all.
Drinking lemonades and hoping I don't have to go to the bathroom anytime soon.
I think I never finished this building, but there is a bathroom towards the back, actually. This place does actually have a washroom towards the back. You sit, Bard, still playing, still pretty cool, and the table next to you has been like kind of like throughout all of this been sort of raucous with whatever they've been doing. You looked earlier and noticed that they were like playing a game of some sort. And after like a little bit of time, if there's nothing else that you're discussing, you do hear a voice come from that table, just sort of catty corner to y'all. And it's the orc sitting there. Like, any of you feel like pressing your luck today?
In what way?
Just a friendly game of cards. Of course, small wagers if you're interested.
Oh, I'm no card player friend, but thank you. What about y'all?
Sorry, who was this that asked this?
This orc sort of just sitting right next to y'all, like at the table, like just southwest of y'all.
Sure, deal me in.
Would this have been a couple minutes past?
Yeah, this is like
late?
5-10 minutes after.
Oh, I would have gone back to the table.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll play some cards.
All right, sure. Have you ever heard of Kryn Queen's Call?
I look at Ramian.
Kryn Queen's Call?
Yeah.
Have I heard of this?
You recognize the name. You understand uh, who it's named after, but looking at what they're playing, you don't recognize it as that. You recognize the game of like almost like what looks like 3-card poker. Like it's not anything special. It just has this name to it.
No, we're not familiar at all. Could you tell us how to play?
Oh, sure. And mechanically, like you're going to be. We could make it in-game rolling dice, but it's more of a card game, I think. But mechanically, out of game, you get a hand of 3 cards. I guess I'll keep going in game. You get 3 cards. You're looking for, a pair, 3 of a kind, straight maybe. The highest is 3 of a kind though.
Like, are we rolling to get the?
So out of game, you would be rolling 3 dice. You put you ante up with like a copper piece. You get your hand. You roll 3 dice. You could choose to stay in or like fold. You're trying to get 2 of a kind, or the way these are ranked, you can also get odds. Like if you get 3 odd numbers, that's like a hand. Evens are better than that, so if you get 3 evens, that's better. If you get 3 numbers in a row, that's a straight, that's better than the last 2. And then the best hand is basically 3 of a kind.
Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah, 1 copper to play. You'll roll 3d6 to play.
Okay. Removed 1 copper.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Oh! I'm gonna stay with my hand.
Okay, so
You said 3d6?
3d6.
I mean, this is poker. I'm terrible at it. My face. So.
So if you all put 1 copper in, you look at your hand. You can, if you'd like to stay in and roll again, you can put in another copper. The orc who's playing with you is, in fact, going to put in another copper.
This is fascinating. I never play cards. Yeah, I'll put another copper in.
Is it just 1 copper or more than 1 copper?
1 copper to stay in. You could do more if you'd like.
Sure. I'll put 2 coppers in.
And the orc says to use on it's gonna cost you 2 copper to stay in, and I'm definitely in.
Sure. Let's see what happens.
So you put it in. He takes 1 card. You choose what card you want to get rid of, what dice you want to re-roll, or what die you want to
You have
re-roll.
to?
No. You don't have to. You could stay. But if you want to re-roll, you can take one of your dice and re-roll it.
Okay.
But then you got to keep the new number, whatever that is.
What are the chances I can do this?
You got this.
Okay.
All right. So if you have re-rolled and he's like, all right, wait, lost my rules.
You're not cheating and looking at our rolls, are you?
No, I'm not at all.
I forgot we can set things to.
He's like,
Can I see if he's doing any sort of sleight of hand
sure.
bullshit?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What would you like me to roll for that?
Perception.
Damn it. Okay.
What is it?
Oh, it's good for me. It's a 12.
Okay. He doesn't appear to be doing any sleight of hand, and no one at the table is. There's only the 3 of you playing right now. The other 2 are sitting out and watching, and they don't seem to be doing anything either.
Okay.
And he's like, Okay. What does everybody have?
We all put them down at
If
the
we
same
don't put more
time.
money down,
If you'd like to put some more money down, I should say. I'm gonna stay where I am.
so if I put more money down, do you have to go up?
I might if you want to.
I look at my financial advisor, Ramian.
Do it.
Or what do you put in?
I guess another copper.
Okay, you put another copper in, and he like looks down at his hand. It's like, no, I'll keep what I have, and he's like, I'm folding. It's just the two of you now. Does Zana?
All match.
Okay.
We're bidding with the party money that we're gonna win.
I know. That's why I'm matching.
A silver.
All right, show him. Let's see what you got.
So
I got 3 4s.
Go all in.
3 4s.
I got 2 4s and 1 3.
Look at us go. You're close.
Yeah,
Together we have 5 4s. Nope. Yep.
Yep.
the 3 4s take it, and he says, "Well played." And he puts his hand on the table, and he's like, "I was going for odds, but I missed it by 1."
Well,
I mean, we could go. We could go again. We could keep going.
now I'm gonna retire on top, but you can have some money back, and I'll give him back his coins that he took.
Is that
Oh
insulting?
no! Please don't.
You sure?
You want
gotta take it.
It's yours.
Okay, my financial advisor tells me not to take it, so
Don't insult the man.
I don't know how things work.
Orc.
All right, well, thank you. I'm gonna retire on top.
Tell you what. Tell you what. Are y'all okay with drinks? Do y'all need drinks?
Oh, but I wouldn't say no to a round of drinks.
Haha. So I go to the bar and get them around. Or I go to the bar, order, and then I swing by the top left corner with Dolan. And I don't know if we told them already, but I just say, they said they'll be back tomorrow. Just a quick walk by,
Yeah, Dolan
tip
just
of my cap.
nods, tips
And
his
then-
hat to you that he's not wearing.
And then I swing by the stage again and see how the bard's doing.
He looks at you strangely as you
Make the
come by.
rounds.
He looks at you, looks down at the tip jar, sort of maybe hoping for another tip, and continues playing.
I mouth, do you want a jam?
Do you think you can keep up?
Ooh.
And,
I grab the loot from my back like it's a sword.
Bring me in. Bring me in.
I think with that, we're going to leave it there before your performance because it's getting to the point that we need to call it. I'm going to call it a little bit early today. But, yeah. And Zana, the orc, is with you still. He's like, if you want to keep going, we could definitely keep going. But
Oh, I would have gracefully bowed out
Okay.
along with Al. Like, thank you
Okay.
for teaching me.
all right, whenever you'd like. And Ramian has that conversation, and you both turn as you see like Ramian, like at the stage getting ready to maybe play. And that's where we'll call it for now. So we can I'll go get some rest. Thanks for playing, y'all. For hanging out in this bar today. You averted some sort of something, at least for a little bit.
24-hour reprieve.
Yeah. And you may or may not be here when they return, and that's okay. You met Dolan, who he seems to have things under control. Piecing it together, like I said before, Dolan, you getting drinks over there seems to be like people know him. They like do take care of him because he does seem to be genuinely liked. So seems like a nice guy. But yeah, thanks again for playing. And it's gonna be an ad in a second. So I will delete this random bot from our chat and say goodnight to everybody else so that we can take off. And then I'll just let that ad play as we play out for the last like 3 minutes. But I appreciate you being here. If you're watching now or watching later, super appreciate it. Go check out the YouTube channel for like VODs for this sort of thing. There may be some old Wildemount videos coming up soon there. So you can go watch our early games for the campaign. But we appreciate it, and thanks again, and we'll see you all very soon. Forgot I have to hit this button.